morning, John Neal here again. It's Monday the 13th of June 2022. It's time for another bike ride. Well, there's no reason to try and ride my bike and talk to you at the same time, so I thought I'd pull over off the main road. It's just behind me, so apologies for any of that noise coming from there. I come out on a Monday because there's less traffic on the roads, and it's now about 10 o'clock in the morning. So the commuter traffic's gone, so it should be safer now. At weekends, it's always very busy because the roads in South Leicestershire here are absolutely gorgeous, and people are out all the time, not only on bikes but also in the cars. So it's a bit safer doing it now. You saw me get the drone put away. It's in the bag. I'll have to be using that too. The weather, look at it. It's overcast. This is English summertime for you. Look at it, grey. But it's going to perk up later in the week apparently. But it's not too bad. I've got my big coat on. I might need to take it off. Temperature today is about 15, 16. So that's the UK for you. It's green, isn't it? I'm going to pick out some of the wild flowers that I can see. This is cow parsnip, not cow parsley. This is a flowering slightly later than the cow parsley, and it's a bigger plant. It's almost as tall as I am. And not only the flowers, but the grasses as well. This is called false oat grass. If you're wondering how and why I know all these things, listen up. And this is some more cow parsnip just coming into flower. And there's quite a lot of it along the sides of the roads, as you can see, look. This is the very pretty dog rose, and its botanical name is Rosa canina. I'll tell you how I know all this in a moment. This is the flower of the blackberry bush. And these next to my bike are oxeye daisies. Now, the reason I'm showing you all these wildflowers is because I haven't been out for a couple of weeks, and some of the flowers go over. The cow parsley's all gone, for instance. This is it, look. It's all gone to seed. And so the next bunch of flowers come forward, and these are some daisies of some sort. I think they're called oxeye daisies. I've got an app, and this is the app. It's absolutely brilliant. It costs about £25, but it's well worth getting. And it identifies any sorts of plants. And I'll tell you now, I was down at Weddington, Sandon Fields, and I spotted a plant looking very much like one of these cow pastures, and it happened to be hemlock. Ooh, which is poisonous to everything. So I was very pleased to identify that. Well, I've just turned down one of my favourite little roads, which goes from Wyken to Stoke Golding, and it's very quiet. As you can hear, just some sheep over there. And each time I go on this route, I pass one garden already. I could have stopped there, but this one here, I thought, I wonder what he's doing this year. And the gentleman here used to have quite a lot of vegetables in, but now somewhat different. Well, here's some foxgloves for a start, but lots of poppies, purple ones and pink ones and red ones. It's just poppy heaven. I love it. That looks like parsnip that's gone over. Excellent. There's a type of dog rose, which more of a cultivated one, I think. Very nice. Well, this is where the app comes into play. It's called a rugosa rose. So there. And next to it, this huge spear thistle. Yes, you've guessed it. It's that app on my phone again. Hey, good boy. I'm not sure a girl. Well, before I go much further, I'm going to say hello to this big fella and his missus. Oh, he's got a little baby. Congratulations, everyone. Look at that. I haven't taken many shots of the canal on this trip, but there you can see a canal boat going by on the Ashby Canal. There's one or two that are sort of permanently down here, made little homes for themselves. Well, I'm in Stoke Golding, and this is the back of the Zionist Baptist Chapel. I'll show you in a minute, but there's some sort of garden here, allotments sort of thing, but it's all gone wild, and they've got some beautiful, beautiful flowers here. Wildflowers, mostly poppies, and other things. Look. I have to say the place is abuzz with bees and other insects. Well, it's obviously just been left, but wow, I love it. I'm not sure what this is. I'm going to identify it with my app. Apparently it's called caper spurge or mole plant. See, straight away, know what it is. I've got no idea otherwise. Not even sure what it's for. Does it have to be for anything? Yeah, that's what it is. Look at this building. Well, it says over here, Zion Chapel, 1853, and enlarged, I presume this at the side, not long later, 20 years later, in 1874. It's all 19th century stuff. And I do believe, even though there's a church up the road, which I'll show you as well, St Margaret's, Church of England, that the Baptist churches were more for the workers, and the aristocracy and the middle classes would have been more inclined to go to the parish church. That's the way society was back in the days of the 19th century, which is why the Methodist Church and the Wesleyan movement gained a lot of traction, because of the split in the way societies were. And I'm just peering in through the glass door of the Stoke Golding Zionist Baptist Chapel, and it looks to be well used. So there you are. Whereas if you go to the middle of the village, you can just see the spire here of the parish church. So let me just pedal up the road here, past the jackdaw and the roses. There it goes. And even though we're still in the village, there's a farm here. And a bit of a derelict building here next to the White Swan. So this is the Church of St Margaret of Antioch, and you can hear the children in the background because the churches in the villages will always have had schools attached to them. The school is just down there. You can see a band, someone pointed out, up there on the spire, which is the point where they took the spire down in order that the wartime planes which were landing nearby at what is now Myra, which was then the Nuneaton airfield, so the planes coming in wouldn't hit the spire. I don't know if that was really a problem, but that's what they did. Oddly enough, of course, we are walking over some gravestones. 1851, 1709. And they're here on the wall, the sort of thing I'm talking about. Quite interesting, actually. It's got RAF on it, which is the very first years of the RAF. In fact, the Royal Air Force only came about in 1918, on the 1st of April. Sorry to interrupt, John. Do carry on. James Leslie Robertson, 2nd Lieutenant, Yorkshire Regiment and Royal Flying Corps. So it's not the RAF, it's the Royal Flying Corps. And second son of these people, was killed in an air fight in France near Lens, was it Lens, on September the 6th, 1916, aged 21, faithful unto death. Wow. Here we go, some more. The plane he flew was an open cockpit biplane which was crewed by an observer gunner as well as a pilot. While patrolling the trench lines just 26 days after qualifying as a pilot, his plane was attacked by German Fokker. He crashed to the ground and the fuel tank exploded. Both the lieutenant and the Lieutenant E.C. Kemp were killed. They were very difficult to fly actually, and he'd only just qualified. Wow, 21. One of millions who died. Time to set off back home. This, I do believe, is common bindweed, but it's a beautiful flower. It's a bit of a nuisance of a weed, actually, but it does look lovely. And I'm on the bridge of the old railway, the Ashby de la Zouch line. And over there, yeah, it's a tractor. Doing farmers' things. There you have it. Woo! I should have taken this off earlier, but well, I hope you enjoyed that. Yes, interesting. Each time we go out, there's always something different to look at. So I hope that's done the trick. Right, don't forget to subscribe. Come on, I'm nearly on to 500 subscribers. That'd be nice. And tick like and all that stuff. Why not? Okay. Okay. I'll see you next time. You'll see me.